Well, we've been covering the latest jobs report here in Canada. It came in weaker than expected. That comes at a time when there have been some growing tensions between the government, which has taken steps now to cool the increase in temporary residents, and business leaders who have come out quite vocally now to say that some of the moves we're seeing from the government are making it harder for firms, including small businesses, to grow. Our next guest has spent plenty of time assessing the labor market needs in this country, and he says Canada is currently facing talent deficits among the worst in the developed world across key several sectors. Travis O'Rourke is president of Hayes Canada, and he joins us here in studio. Travis, great to see you.
Yeah, great, thank you.
It's funny because we'll look at one jobs report and we'll try to assess what's happening with the economy, and you can slice and dice it any number of ways, but what a jobs report doesn't really tell you is where we have a skills gap.
That's right.
But you've been spending a lot of time on that. What did you find?
Yeah, I mean, we've been looking at it for years. It's pretty well reported on that as Canada looks to move forward and become like a powerhouse truly, maybe on a tech level or at an economic level as a whole, we do not have the skills to take us into the next century. We're very light on tech, we're very light on skilled trades as boomers continue to retire, and it's going to be a major problem as we continue to struggle to attract capital investment.
So that's one of the considerations why we have seen record levels of immigration in this country. It's part of the long-term trend of growth.
Yeah.
There have been some headaches with that growth in the short term, and as I mentioned, the government's been pulling back on some temporary residents, certainly some of the student visa stuff. But we just saw some small businesses saying, well, hold on a second, that's going to be a challenge for us because we were already dealing with a skills shortage. I mean, do you see that in your numbers as well?
Yeah, it's tricky, and it really depends on what you're looking to hire for. So if you look at, about 20% of the federal government's target for immigration is really only looking at the highly skilled workers program. And our data is suggesting that's where the major problem is. Now you look at an RBC report that's come out, which is excellent, and it highlights about 47.5% of jobs that are going to give us a challenge are more of the unskilled, or you can learn it on the job. So you've got both ends of the private sector struggling. We're not getting the high-end talent, but if you curtail the immigration too much, you're not getting that talent that you can get at the entry level and build upwards.
You need both.
You need both.
And when we have a jobs report that shows a cool down in private sector jobs, like overall, we saw notable government job creation in the most recent numbers, but in the private sector, can we just say the economy is dicey and people are getting reluctant to hire, or does this skills gap actually show up in a private sector number that actually shows a decline? Yeah,
I don't think the skills gap is going to show up in a month-by-month job report. Now, spot on, I'm concerned as well. When you see private sector jobs go down, public sector jobs go up, that's a concern. Similar to your previous guest, I loved to see that part-time jobs down, full-time jobs go up. And for us in our sector, that is a huge, huge positive because you get temporary workers or contract workers who are now offered full-time jobs, a lot of confidence in the private sector. But then you just get people starting to hire on those projects that maybe they've been waiting on for 6 months.
Okay, so you have analyzed a bunch of different sectors, and whether it's banking, whether it's technology, you mentioned manufacturing, engineering, life sciences, that's a lot of areas.
That's right.
So we talk about this all the time. I like solutions. What are some of the things we could be doing to improve this skills gap?
Yeah, I think one thing we need to do, and I'm sure a new government, if we get one, will take a look at, is the immigration program and what some of maybe the ratios are that they're trying to tackle. For me, 20% in the highly skilled program, that's not enough. If we really want to be like that AI headquarters that we have a potential to be, that's been reported on, that number's got to go up. If we really want to address our construction and our housing shortages, we need to focus on skilled trades. So you can bring in talent, that's kind of option one and the solution for you. The second would be we need to do a far better job in getting people into those school programs, those post-secondary education. Maybe it's a trade school, maybe it's a university, to really try and grow our own talent. And then thirdly, the private sector has a responsibility to upskill their own staff. It can't all fall on government. You can't address it with policy. They need to invest in training their own people to fill the gaps that they have internally.
And then on this bigger issue of technology changing everything, Is that a worry? Like that, if we don't transition properly and address the fact, I mean, you see even just about every industry right now, and then it's like, what does AI mean?
Sure.
Are you already seeing some of that in the way the jobs market is impacted?
Yeah,
right
like I think what's interesting is the jobs market and the economy aren't always going to go together, and sometimes what we're seeing in the jobs market might help our productivity issue. So you can throw a human being at it to solve a problem, but if a skills deficit gets low enough, you're going to have to invest in machine learning, you're going to have to invest in machines and automations and robotics, and that's going to help the Canadian productivity problem. So we really want to find that balance, and right now we're looking for guidance.
Okay.